guys, how's everybody doing today? It is day 15 of Horrorween. My name's Tara, this is Sheldon. I did that backwards, but that's okay.
That's okay, we did it.
We're filming this right directly after we filmed our Halloween Kills one. Again, this one I'm going to not try to spoil too, because it is a more recent movie. Now, I've seen several release dates for this movie, so I don't know when it was released. Anywhere between 2019 and 2022.
At some vicinity.
It's in that stretch, because on Amazon Prime, when we were watching, because we watched this on Prime, it said 2022. But when I went on IMDb to get like the information and like different sites like that, it said 2019. So somewhere in there, this was released.
Yeah. But
this movie is called Boo! ! And you think you're going on a goofy romp because it's called Boo! And all I can think is, what's the buddy's name? I don't like him, but you do. Medea.
Oh, Tyler
Perry, yeah. Medea, because it's like, Boo! Medea's Halloween or something. I don't like Medea. Yeah. Anyway, no, this is a really, really cool movie, actually. This was not recommended, well, it was recommended, really. I was watching the Horror Man's 31 Days of Halloween, and one of his was on this movie, and I seen the cover, and I was intrigued, because it really even the cover kind of gives me inklings that this could be a horror comedy. It's a sheet ghost. Like, sheet ghosts aren't scary. Guess the fuck they are. So I'll give a brief synopsis, but no spoilers, okay? So it starts out in 1980, where there's a man that commits suicide in this house. This happens in this is the first opening scene. This is not a spoiler. Then we cut to present day. We're following a religious family. Well, the dad is religious, and they don't get along. The dad's a priest, whatever it is. Something to do with the churchy worchies. Very religious. It's Halloween night, obviously, because I'm trying to do all Halloween-type movies. It's Halloween night. They get, like, a candygram. Now, around here, can you remember when we first went into lockdown, we had COVID fairies? And they would drop stuff off, like, you've been ferried or whatever, and they drop off a little bag of candy and it's like, pass it along. Yeah. It's similar to that, but it's just a boo. And you get a little bag of candy and a little chain letter. It's a chain letter. Same as what you get in your email and everything. And, like, send this to so many people or ye be cursed. Okay? So, it's a chain letter. They don't celebrate Halloween, though, because of Religious Dad. And Religious Dad decides to burn said chain letter. He should not have done this.
That was a bad idea.
It is cursed. Again. They be cursed. So it's Halloween night. Older daughter wants to go out with her boyfriend. Mom is an alcoholic. Dad is a preacher. Dad is left. Mom wants to go to the bar. She goes to the bar. And the daughter's supposed to babysit. She leaves the kid alone. This is where I think the movie's gonna...
Yeah.
This is where I think the movie's gonna start.
Yeah.
Like, the kid's left home alone. He has to deal with this fucking curse because his dad's an idiot and burnt the thing. No. That is not what happens, but I'm not gonna go any more into what happens. There is a curse, and it is very surreal. It's very creepy. There is a scene where a sheet ghost shows up, and it creeped the hell out of me. And I'm like, how the hell did this movie make a sheet ghost creepy? That, and there's a scene with a Viewmaster. You know, I am of the 80s, so yes, the Viewmaster is a thing. And it's so simple, because it's just he's looking at all these spooky pictures, because the kid likes scary stuff.
He did. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's a picture of his house, and it gets closer and closer. And for some reason, like, this is something I've seen a million times with a Viewmaster even. But for some reason, this one got me. And there was another part that made me jump right out of my skin, but I don't think I'm going to go into what that one was. Because I'm not sure how much I want to give away with this. I think people should watch this. I will warn you, it gets deep.
Yes, it do.
I wasn't expecting the depths that this movie went to. We're dealing with stuff like blind faith, toxic faith, child loss, suicide, alcoholism, Like, we're dealing with a lot of, like, traumatic things, and that's the curse.
Do
they
you
delve
feel
in.
like there's a bit of gaslighting in this?
Oh
too?
god, there's a lot of gaslighting and stuff in this, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's more psychological than I thought it was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
It's very surreal. A lot of the sequences in this are very surreal. There's a lot of blood coming out of places where there shouldn't be blood, like this stuff.
Exactly.
Like, it's just really, really interesting movie with some really great effects. The digital effects not so much, but like the practical stuff is really good. There's some like real cringe-worthy stuff, like I say, trigger warning for like the suicides and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They show some stuff and they don't cut away.
Another trigger warning too.
Dog.
Yeah.
There was a really beautiful, I believe, what kind of dog was it?
It's like I don't know what you would
I
consider.
don't know, maybe it's just a dog. It's just a mixy dog, but he kind of looks like somewhere between a pit bull and a lab.
Yeah.
Beautiful animal.
Absolutely gorgeous.
We do see this animal kind of suffer, so trigger warning for that if you don't like when the dog gets hurt or when the dog dies. That's a big warning. But that one got me actually because I didn't notice the dog earlier in the movie. So like when this came up, I was like, there was a dog. Like I don't.
Yeah,
but then you said, "Oh, I remember there was a dog."
Because I noticed the dog earlier in the movie, and you
usually,
didn't.
which is weird because usually I notice the dog, but you always notice the dog.
Oh,
If there's a dog, you'll notice. The dog is 10 blocks away, you'll notice. Like, look, dog. No, this movie's creepy. It's very atmospheric, and it has kind of a crazy ending. It is a slow burn.
Yes.
It is slow. It has a really good synth soundtrack. I love a synth soundtrack.
Yeah, I
get
too.
hooked on a synth soundtrack
really
as soon as I see it. It has kind of an 80s feel to it, even though it's not meant to, I don't think, but it do feel like that. No, give it a watch. Definitely give it a watch. Don't let the cover fool you. This is not a sheep ghost going boo. This is not Medea. There are sheep ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Several. But they're not the ones, no. Not the ones from Medea. So, any other thoughts on this one?
Also, too, I recommend go over to, what's her name? Jean.
Jen, okay.
Uh,
She didn't talk about this movie.
no, but she mentioned us.
Oh, he wants to say thank you to Jen, is what he's trying to say, for mentioning us in her Hobbs horror entry. Yes, thank you so much for that, Jen. I was meaning to comment on that, but I was very tired when I watched the video, so I did not go look for my phone. It was on the TV. But thank you so much, Jen Marie from the Critics. Actually, technically, it was Christian that mentioned us.
Yes.
The lovely
yes,
Christian.
my apologies.
I do love Christian.
But check them out. They're really good.
Yeah, definitely check out Jen. Everybody knows who Jen is. Everybody do. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to go now, and we'll be back tomorrow for day 16 and 17. Which is going to be Hayride and Hayride 2. So we're going to go watch those now. Bye!
Bye-bye!